Well, good morning, everybody. Today we have a bunch of different miscellaneous jobs. One of them is going to be building the shelves in this. Let me block the light here. In the cabinet here. That way we can hang the modem and the router and memory storage boxes and splitters and all that kind of stuff that comes with the internet. And so we're gonna do that today. And then there's the fireplace over there that we did just the other day. So we had to go order the rock for that sometime today, possibly two. Which is great because they picked it out. I'll show it to you, it's pretty sweet. But anyways, since I'm in the dark, let's get started. Okay, let's bring you up to speed. So on the inside of these shelves, inside of the booth anyways, there are these shelves. And we build these shelves, that way we can house, like I said earlier, the brains of the operation here, the internet stuff. So it comes out of the wall over there, and it needs to come into these shelves for storage, basically. And so we want to make a nice, neat shelf system here. So we did that, and then, as you can see in the video, we came and drilled these little holes. So we drilled from one side till it barely poked through, and then we switched and drilled the other side. That way you don't have any blowout, because if you just run a drill bit all the way through, on the other side it will look nasty because it'll splinter all the wood over here. So if you go through one side mostly, and then once it pokes through, go through the other side, it'll make a nice clean circle layer. So that's what those are for. So we can run up, we have it stacked up here, they can put the router and modem and all that stuff wherever they want. And then we have to build some shelves in here eventually. I think I might just leave it blank. We have that board over there which we can cut in half and use as a shelf. I think I'm gonna see if I can get a jig, that way we can put in actual mounting pieces, that way they can move the shelves up and down. But we'll see, we might do some permanent shelves too, depending on what they want. But anyways, now that we got that done, I'm probably going to head and get the paint to paint the inside of that eventually. I'm not sure on what order of attack we will do, but you will know very shortly. So let's continue on. Okay, right as I finished talking about what we'll do next, the customer walked in and we decided what we wanted to do with the shelves. So we're gonna do a center divider here in the middle, and then we're gonna do adjustable shelving in these areas here. So it just adds a little bit more time, which is fine, because I always wanted to do that. And I've always wanted to buy the jigs for it. So now I have an excuse to go buy the jigs to do the shelves. So now all we need to do is cut 2 shelves for here, 2 shelves for here. And then we're gonna take these boards over here that are cut offs from the face boards. So face boards on this side there, these are the scrap pieces. And we're gonna take and cut these down, and they're gonna become trim boards for the back, just like this. And they're gonna go all the way around, so everywhere that there's a plywood face, there's going to be one of these on top of it, strapping it, which is gonna look really good. So, and then we'll sand it. And once we paint everything, it'll look sharp. So anyways, let's get to doing all that stuff. Okay, check it out. Of course, these shelves right here are going to be the adjustable ones, but I just lined them up temporarily with these to make it look nice. But what do you think? That looks pretty good. So we're going to bring our router through and clean up the edges around here, and then bring our sander through and our wood putty. We'll fill these with the wood putty, sand everything smooth, and then we'll come back and paint it this color right here on the left. Right here on the left. So we're gonna paint that color. It looked really dark on camera, but it looks pretty good in person. So we actually painted a good portion of it on the face of the cabinet right there. And so we'll get that color picked out and we'll get a quart of it, and then we'll paint this all as one piece. That way we can put it back up, and then the internet guy can come back and route his cables through there and put the router in and all that stuff and modem and all that in there. But anyways, looks good. So I have to go to the store now to paint the jig. The jig for drilling those holes, and I had to pick up the rock, or at least order the rock for that. So I'm gonna do that all right now, and when we get back, we can start finishing this to make it look even better. But anyways, let's go do that. Okay, we just finished picking up our rock at the stone place. Got the receipts there. This is the catalog we chose from, and the customer wanted the color with the star there. So this one right here. A little close up, I guess. Which is called Pheasant. The color is Pheasant. So we picked up that, picked up some corners, and then we also picked up some flat stones like this to go on the bottom of the fireplace like so. So anyways, now we got to go to Home Depot and pick up some paint for the booth and some other stuff. So let's do it. As you can probably tell by the precarious load in the back there, we just got done shopping at the Home Depot. We got everything we needed, I think. Just about messed up on one thing, but I'll get next time, so no big deal. So now I need to head to a flooring store, because the flooring we chose from Home Depot with the customer, they no longer make the transition pieces for it. So that means one of two things. We get one that matches closely, or one of three things, I guess. Hopefully this flooring store can match it perfectly, or if not, we're returning all of the flooring and buying it from someone that has transition pieces for the flooring that they sold us. So the pains of being a contractor. Might have to load and unload things twice. But anyways, let's go to the flooring store and see if they got something that can help us. We have made it back from Home Depot. We went where we called the flooring store, but they don't sell that type of flooring, so we'll have to bring in a piece of flooring for them to match. But anyways, check out this rock stuff. First, check out those clouds that look fake, but they're not. This is beautiful here. Anyways. Okay, it was a little too windy, so here's a little voiceover. Here's the corner pieces for the rock. Nice corner there. And then there's some flat rock down below. And those pieces I point out are the seat. And then some mortar mix. And we'll head inside and you can hear me once again right now. Some painting supplies, an outlet cover. We bought the mesh for behind the rock. It gets nailed to that structure. And then we use the mortar to put the rock on. But in the meantime, we are working on this again. So I have set up the router right here, and it has a bit on it that goes down into here, and we'll make this flush with this, and then I'll come back with the sander, like I've done here, and flatten this perfectly across. That way when I paint it, it won't look like two pieces. But anyways, get to it, and let's get this finished, at least the inside painted today. That way, the guy, when he comes back, the technician guy, for your net, when he comes back, he'll be ready for him. So anyways, let's do that. Okay, friend, we are going to do some painting now. We got all of the mudding done. Mudding, I call it mudding. Filling the holes with a little bit of mud. So that's nice and dry, and we sanded it so it's nice and finished. So now all you gotta do is paint the inside. I like using these little kits that you can get at big box stores, Home Depot, or whatever. It's just a 4-inch roller. Comes with a pad and a roller and a pan. And you just poke your finger in there and tear it apart. And then once you're inside, throw away the trash, and then you pour yourself some paint in there, and then paint with it. So anyways, I'm gonna hopefully get the inside of this painted fairly quickly, and hopefully it looks good. And there's the color. It is called, what's it called? Wild Truffle. It's called Wild Truffle. So if you want this color, it's called Wild Truffle. And I'm using Bear Ultra, which is the medium grade Home Depot paint, which seems to work really well. So let's get to painting. Check it out, it's all painted. Okay, well the first coat, it's painted the first coat. But I had to let it dry. I'm gonna go do a job quote, and so I'll come back later on, might even be tomorrow, and finish the painting. So, looks pretty good. There's a few gaps, like you can see down there, just from the cut not being perfectly square, so we're gonna come back and we'll caulk those things to make them look perfect. So this side's against the wall, so it doesn't need painted. The top doesn't need painted, but I went ahead and painted it because the top isn't finished yet. And then the shelves are painted on one side, so we'll flip those over, me it back and paint those, and it will look snazzy, snazzy. Those look pretty good. So we're almost done with this, and then we'll flip it over and do the face, which is easy because it's already done. It just needs sanded and painted. So anyways, what do you guys think? So it's actually the next day here. Wearing the new shirt. It's got a Maverick on it, just in case you're wondering, which is an old classic car that I love and own. But anyways, we have a few things we want to fix on this before we finish painting it. There are a few little minor gaps and cracks just from the saw blades not being perfectly new when I cut, so there's a few flaws, but we can cover those up easily with caulking, which is it's not a cover up, it's actually what you're supposed to do. And so we're gonna take that and fill all the gaps with that. And then we'll come back and paint it and make it look perfect. Okay, while we wait on the caulking to dry on the inside of this, I'm gonna go ahead and flip it over and we'll start painting the other side so it looks complete. And then when we flip it back over, we'll finish this side and it'll be all done. So anyways, let's flip this thing over. And just like that, the camera is crooked, but we are ready for paint. Okay, let's do a little fly around here. Here's the booth, and it is mostly painted. I'm going to wait to do another coat once we get it set in place, because we're going to paint those doors the same color as this. And so first coat looking pretty good, and then on this side we just have to touch up the paint where the caulking is. So that's what it looks like. Nice and clean lines, no gaps. So once we get this all finished painted, which I'll do here momentarily, we'll be all done with this and ready to move on to the next project. I think my next project is going to be probably doing some mudding up there, because we need to get the mudding and texturing done and finished in this room. And then once we get that done, we can put the flooring down. And once the flooring is down, we can start installing fireplace and the brick, which is going to be sweet. Don't mind my crazy hair. But anyways, I think that's gonna be it for today's video. Thanks again for watching. I'm glad you are. We have 77 subscribers right now, which is awesome. And I can't wait to grow even more. So keep watching and hope you enjoy. If you have any encouraging comments, leave down below of things that you would like for me to do in videos ahead. Please share. And don't forget to look in the description below. And as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share to all your friends. Thank you. We'll see you later. God bless.